CX Sports presents coverage of Lake Conference soccer. Tonight, it's a matchup between the Hopkins Royals and the unbeaten Wayzata Trojans. From Wayzata High School in Plymouth, John Jacobson and Sig Ligry. And Sig, Wayzata, another strong program this year. They come in one of the top teams in Class 3A, 10-0-2 coming into the match tonight.
They've had a great season, but Wayzata, as we know in history, they always come up with a good program, have a good team, and they have a great one this year.
Hopkins getting their first win of the season on Tuesday night. They are 1-9-1, a young team for first-year head coach Robbie Hill. They've had some injuries as well, but I like his attitude. He's like, I never go into a match thinking we're going to lose. They're going to compete tonight regardless of the final score.
Yeah, and that's a good attitude to have for the players, because they go in knowing that, well, you may or may not win, but you're going to have a chance and you're going to play your game. You're not going to worry about what the score is, and you're going to have a good time and learn.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Royals. Ian Anderson is senior and a captain and one of the leaders and the leading scorer so far for Hopkins this season.
Well, look for him to break loose on either side and try and get some quality shots off this very tough Wayzata defense.
Wayzata with a couple of real high-end talent guys at forward, including Mike Orloff, who's got 14 goals on the season already.
Yeah, and to go with that 4 assists, so obviously he's dangerous, he's fast, he knows how to look at the defense and make some good penetrations.
It's Hopkins and Wayzata, Lake Conference boys soccer, and it'll come your way live next here on CCX.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
A sunny late September day here at Wayzata High School as we get ready to watch the Royals and the Trojans. 2 weeks until the section tournament starts. We'll have games already on October 13th. As we look at today's weather, 67 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and wind out of the north at 11 miles per hour. Hopkins in the blue with the gold numbers. Wayzata in blue and gold, and Hopkins in the white uniforms with the blue numbers as we get ready for this match. These teams played 3 weeks ago with Wayzata winning at Hopkins by a score of 6-0. For the season, Hopkins 1-9-1 on the year, and Wayzata 10-0-2.
Well, you never know, because you lose one game 6-0, you can go back the second time around, and you know what you're up against. And when we were talking to the head coach, the players aren't really that concerned about winning the game or what the score is. They just want to play. Here, look at our officials. We got AR1 is Samba Jom, AR2 is Peter Newman, and the center referee is Clifford Anderson.
Starting lineup for these teams: for Hopkins in goal, Daniel Kraus. Their defenders, Calvin Pettygrove, Isaac Sanders, Sawyer Shelton, and Henry Risser. The midfielders, Owen Hutto, Ty Perkins, Baylor Shelton, and Marley Vey. And the forwards, Eli Anderson and Sean Yaski. And for Wayzata in goal today is Caleb Wagner. Their defenders, Joey Barica, Evan Mahan, Daniel Lyadolf, and Jackson Widman. Midfielders, Cole Frazier, Charlie Pillar, and Cam Williams, and Callum Campbell Salter. And the forwards, Joe Highfield and Mike Orloff.
Wayzata anticipating the kickoff. And I'm guessing they're going to send it back to their defensive squad. And we are underway.
And a long kick across midfield. Knocked down by Pettigrew for Hopkins as they work it to the right side. Then out to midfield. Now out of play. Hopkins unable to keep possession. We'll get a throw in for Wayzata.
And again, they're letting to get that ball back to their defensive line, sends it up the middle.
Evan Mahan sending it across midfield, but Hopkins able to turn it back. Cross into Wayzata territory now. Little run here for Hopkins. That's Eli Anderson on the left, crossed it, and it was cleared back out of play by Wayzata, by Jackson Widman. Throw in here for Shelton, for Hopkins. Headed away by Wayzata. Got possession again for Hopkins. Shelton. Nice little touch pass to the wing to Marley Bay. And kicked high in the air by Shelton toward the Wayzata goal. Didn't get there. Now Hopkins gets possession back. Collision, header, ball coming down deep, and then ball is still loose. Wagner unable to get it, and then the shot goes high and out of play. So a little bit of a scoring chance there for the Royals and for Anderson as Wagner unable to handle the ball here.
There's a lot of traffic. Yeah, he ran into about 3 or 4 people at the same time. Ball came loose, but no harm for the Trojans.
Anderson was trying to get it over the defender, and that's the reason he got that much arc on it. Otherwise, it would have the goalie clearly out of the net. Don't Wayzata dodges that. They have possession right now. Sending it across midfield. Shelton punched it up in the air for Hopkins, and then controlled by Campbell Salter. Run up the right side, and the pass back off the foot of Cam Williams.
I couldn't find anything there in the center. Now they're trying again.
Shot away from in close and just missing wide on that attempt was Joe Highfield. It'll be a corner kick here for Wayzata. Look at it again. Highfield, nice job trapping it. Got a shot away, and the defender coming in doing a good job, so Highfield didn't get a clean look at it to try to knock it in. And so that's what gives us the corner kick here. Driven out high, header by Highfield and in for a goal. And Wayzata strikes early, and they lead 1-0. Just over 3 minutes into the first half.
Didn't take them long. They were pressuring good. Here's that corner, a little bit deep, right to the forehead and into the side of the net.
Joe Highfield with his 11th goal of the season. It's 3:03 into the match, and Wayzata on top first.
Clear it out and across midfield. Battle for it.
Ball back across midfield, and then Hopkins with possession again as Vay has it, 23. Now make a little run. This pass just a little bit too far out in front of his teammate Yaski there, and Wayzata gets possession back. Williams trying to get a little run down the right side for the Trojans. Lost it, out of play, and throw in for Hopkins. Pass across comes to Sawyer Shelton. Up across midfield, headed out of play by Wayzata. Stopping that attack was Evan Mahan. Hopkins will put it back in play, taken away by Wayzata off the turnover.
Oh, a nice feed to the left side. Here's a
Orloff
shot.
with a shot, and the save made by Kraus. Good play by Cole Frazier, who's really had a nice year in the midfield for Wayzata. Helped set up that play, but Kraus able to make the stop on Orlov. Look at it again.
Nice pass. Really nice pass. Left-footed shot right at the keeper. That was a great sequence for the Trojans.
Back to live action now. Orlov trying to get a foot on it. It's kicked out by Vey. Throw in coming for Wayzata. It's Widman. And to Orlov again. Got Highfield in front of him and broken up nicely. So Hopkins able to deny that scoring chance. Play comes back. And out of A. And blocked out of bounds by Mahan. Shelton on the throw in. Broken up, sent out of bounds. Off Williams, trying to get it to Risser on that pass in. Still another throw in try coming here for Hopkins.
Intercepted by the Wayzata defense. Play up the middle. Hopkins recovers.
Widman had that initial header to knock it away for Wayzata, but now Hopkins, as Sig mentioned, back in possession. Had a scoring chance early in the first minute, trying to set something up again, crossing pass here, and it gets sent back away. Another centering attempt, that gets deflected out. Wayzata trying to gain possession in the midfield. Here's Highfield. He'll send it out on his right to Williams, who chases it down. Williams crossing it back to the middle of the field. Royals break that up, trying to advance it in the midfield themselves. Spun around was Vey. Hopkins keeps possession. Vey with it. Being shadowed there by Frazier. Frazier with the takeaway. He's able to get the ball back to Lido, who plays it ahead. Up the sideline it goes. Oh, nice little move there to get free with Orlov. Right in front, Highfield spins toward the net, and Kraus will jump out after it.
Yeah, couldn't get anything on that one. Again, Wayzata able to move the ball freely. Here we see it again. Left-footed shot gets trapped by the defender, and keeper falls on it like he should.
This one in the air off the foot of Barica.
Man, see the backspin on that
I
thing?
thought it was for sure headed out of play. You're right, and then it lands in play.
I wish I could hit it wedge like that.
Right. I get no backspin. Mine continues on
Mine goes
bounces off the backside
right.
of the green.
Exactly. That's
Wayzata on the attack again.
Here we go down this left side.
Campbell Salter catching up to it.
It was spreading out that defense as the shot goes wide.
Pillar with the shot wide of the net, and a goal kick for Kraus and Hopkins. Off the goal kick, knocked down by Wayzata's Callum Campbell Salter. Back out to midfield, played ahead by Widman. On the left side, trying to get himself free is Orlov. Orlov moving in. Oh, just missed.
Not by much.
Nope,
had
not
a
by much.
pretty tight angle to shoot that one, but look how he gets around the defender. Still controls the ball. Still has a shot just to the outside of that far post.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty shallow angle there, but still made it close.
Absolutely.
Ball sent it in front.
Oh,
Comes
no.
free. Here's a chance. But the shot gets stopped by Krause. Excuse me, that was Campbell Salter on that chance. Almost able to put it away. Instead, Daniel Krause, the senior keeper, able to make the stop.
Yeah, same angle almost, and almost the same result. That was pushed outside by the defense. It'll be the second corner for the Wayzata Trojans. Last one resulted in a goal.
Yep. Pillar will set it up again on the corner. He had the assist on the first goal by Highfield. They'll put this one in play. Again, looking for Highfield in front. Shot from further out will curl to the sideline. Comes to Pillar and
Should be
off
another-
the defender Risser, and out it'll be another corner. Pillar in play, gets past everybody. The far side, drilled out of play by Vay. This time a throw in for Wayzata. I dove. Yeah, it's really, no, we're going to have another corner, looks like. So, again, it's Pillar that comes over, and he'll take the corner here for Wayzata. Header, and this one just high by Highfield. Almost at the second header goal of the match.
They're getting good at that.
Yeah. I think they've worked on it a few times,
Yeah.
right?
At this time of the season, you're not really in that much of a learning mode. You're kind of honing up your skills and making some adjustments here and there. Hopkins.
Ball across midfield. And we'll get a throw in for Wayzata. Widman. Shelton got a foot on it, but then it's onto the foot of Orloff, feeding Highfield. Try to track him down from behind, but can't. Here comes Williams.
Oh, he's got plenty of help with him if he can cross.
Back in the middle, off a defender and out. We'll give a corner kick again to Wayzata.
Yeah, that's number 5. You can't keep giving up those corners.
Ball in front, another header try for Highfield, just high. And Pillar's put in right where he needs it.
Certainly
Highfield
does.
Just a little high on that one. One more look. Here's 10 freeing himself. I mean, he's working just to get himself free, right?
Yeah, well, he's an easy target. He's the tallest guy on the field.
It was actually off Eli Anderson, it looked like. I thought it was Highfield initially, but a good play by Anderson to keep that one out. That's why it's another corner kick here rather than a goal kick. Pillar in play. Highfield tracks it down, gets a shot away, and this one wide. Now it's a goal kick for Hopkins.
You hit it right, just at the wrong time.
Yep. Hopkins see if they can get anything going, but now Wayzata starting to really dominate possession of the ball here. Crossing pass right into Krause, is able to make the save on Highfield. He'll throw it out. Shelton driving up across midfield, trying to track it down was Lucas Rodriguez Westling. Back to the middle of the field. And Wayzata turn it back deep. Highfield getting turned away there by Sanders.
Hopkins defense doing a good job getting back quickly on that last surge.
Karun Gurapati on the throw-in for Wayzata. Kick away here, and the header deflection easily scooped up by Kraus off of Campbell Salter. So we stay 1-0, 15 minutes into the first half. Girls match to follow. Wayzata Hopkins at around 7 o'clock tonight live on CCX. Jay Wilcox and Sil Geigery for the call on that one. Driven out by Evan Mayhem, throw in for Hopkins. Sanders will come down and take it for Hopkins.
Nice
Play.
throwing.
Mayhem knocked it away. Sanders, and it's in close. Off of Hopkins, and now throw in, or excuse me, goal kick for Wayzata. And Wagner will put it back in play. Junior keeper.
First time we've seen him in action in this match.
Got it to near midfield. Whistle. Foul on Hopkins.
Wow, you know what? That's the first foul of the match.
Yep. Clean play so far for 17 minutes.
Hasn't been.
It's like Dominic Duenas, 15th year as head coach, but with the program, a total of 24 years. He was an assistant to Mike Wager for 9 seasons, but 15 years as head coach. Has had a lot of success here at Wayzata.
Now he's got a pretty good showing for almost every year to get into the tournament and get deep into it.
Kraus on the goal kick for Hopkins.
That is just tenacious on offense.
Take away, ball fed high field, just misses on the far corner. Took the pass from Widman and just missed rolling it in that far side.
So how many of those short angle shots are we going to see in this match?
Yeah, they're around the net for sure. Ball put back into play by Risser of Hopkins. Take away for Wayzata. Pass to the middle, intended for Highfield, but cleared away by Sanders. Wayzata trying to penetrate and get the ball deep again. They do, and we had an offside on Wayzata. Hopkins head coach is Robbie Hill. First year as head coach, but he's been with the program a number of seasons. A Wayzata graduate, played for Dominic Duenas in the late 2000s, first decade here. Graduated or played the last year of soccer in 2009, 2010 grad. That was a state runner-up team, and Coach Duenas had nothing but good things to say about Coach Hill and as player Hill and what he meant to that 2009 state runner-up team.
Yep. And he's delighted that he is a head coach now.
Corner kick for the Trojans.
Gets an opportunity to build his own program. And we have yet another corner kick.
This time it'll be Jackson Widman on the corner. Drives it in front. Shot away. Man headed and then cleared away by Hopkins. A good defensive play there by Calvin Pettygrove. Throw in coming for Hopkins. They'll make a couple of substitutions. Ty Perkins among those coming in here. Shelton puts it in play and immediately headed away by Widman of Wayzata. Here comes Highfield for Wayzata, and then knocked off the ball on the takeaway by Hopkins. And again, it was Pettygrove making the good play defensively there for the Royals. Takeaway for Hopkins. Rodriguez Westling, but ball gets too far out in front of him. Quickly back to the Trojans. Here's Widman. Out to midfield. Highfield. Chip it down the left side onto the foot. McAvoy Vangus. Back into the middle. Driving a shot. Orloff and missed the net wide. And a lot of behind that one, Sig, but just missed the net.
No, you're right. That was a lot behind that one. That was a screamer. Here it comes. Whew. Lucky for the keeper that went wide. Here come the Trojans again. They like that right side for their setup.
Ball played to the middle. Comes free. A shot and a goal.
I was just going to say, no, you don't want to put that ball there.
Wayzata getting the goal. Cole Frazier, the senior midfielder, makes it 2-0 as you look at it again.
It was a mistake on the defense. They kind of poked it up to the middle, and he was right there waiting for it. Look at this. Boom. No chance for the keeper on that one.
Frazier, his first goal of the season. Has 2 assists, but his first marker of the year to make it 2-0.
That was a good shot. He saw the opportunity and took advantage of it, buried in the back.
Frazier at 21 minutes, making it 2-0. Ball up in the air toward midfield. And this will go out off of the Trojans. Hopkins throw in. Shelton getting it in play.
Orloff again threading the defense, setting up an outside shot.
Shot away from there. Kraus gets a piece of it and able to catch up to it and hang on to the ball. That would have been knocked into the net again on the rebound try by Orloff.
Yeah, this is a nice effort on Krause's part. Look at this. Keeps the ball in front of him and gets over and covers it up right away. So there wasn't a rebound shot.
Orloff double team there and came out to Hopkins. Now move it up the side. Shelton with it. Baylor Shelton, number 8. Sawyer Shelton is number 5.
It's a 1-on-3.
Bridger Nelson, number 15, dropping it back. Taylor Shelton dropped it back to Hutto. Now they work it to the left side. Hopkins looking to possess the ball a little bit here, trying to set up a scoring chance of their own. Tough work there by Risser. And probably out of play off Hopkins. Under 16 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. 2-0 Wayzata. Goals from Highfield and Frazier.
For most of the first half, Wayzata has been able to control the ball and move it at will. Occasionally Hopkins has been getting some opportunities, but they're not getting deep enough into the Wayzata defense.
Otto taking the pass from Risser. Knocked out by the Trojans. He'll try it again. It's Time the pass comes ahead to Shelton. Now to Sawyer Shelton. Number 5, nice move to get himself free briefly. And then knocked off the ball from behind by Lassie Koivakangas. Missed a syllable. Throw in coming for Widman. Play. Koivakangas trying to argue the ball should go the other way, but it'll stay with Hopkins. Sawyer Shelton on the throw in. Into Hutto. Back to Sawyer Shelton. All the way across the field. Trying to hit it to Marley Bay there. Driven up the sideline.
Well, I don't know how that ball stayed in the field of play. Here's a one-on-one coming up. Oh, what a nice recovery.
Kraus coming back and making a good play on the ball. Good defensive play, too, there by Thomas Okemwa, as Ben Eisinger was honing in on the net, and then Kraus comes up to make sure.
Watch the defender come back and make a great play. No, that was.
This is live. That's shot on goal, and Kraus making the stop on it. Yeah, that was a good effort by Okemwa to get back into the play of the senior. He and Kraus denying scoring try from Eisinger. So we stay at 2-0. 14 minutes to go in the first half. Sawyer Shelton. Cross to the left side. Good move there by Risser. Gets free. I guess a shot away does, but blocked and sent back the other way. He's pretty tough defensively, and that time it was Barica that got in front of the shot.
Gonna shank that one a little bit. Goes over the touchline. Good look at number 9, Widman. I don't know what's in that basket. It looks intriguing. Did they bring enough to share?
Well, probably not for us. Probably. Definitely sunglasses day, right? You can see up the fans there, the way the sun angles at the field here. Very tough in that hour or two before sundown here at Wayzata.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for Hopkins defense, especially Kraus, to see anything that comes up high is going to be right in that sun. But so far, Wayzata has not chosen to go up high. They just come on the ground and keep attacking.
Shot away, but not a ton on that one, on that shot from Yaski, and Wagner able to scoop it up. Ball to midfield, knocked down by Okemwa. Race for the ball here, and Mahan keeping it between the forward and the end line. It goes out and it results in a goal kick.
Good way to shield the ball to get that goal kick.
He's able to keep Yaski away from any kind of scoring chance there. Wagner on the goal kick. Controlled briefly by Hopkins, and now Wayzata with possession.
This is a race.
Eisinger
trip.
Got knocked down.
Official timeout. A penalty kick will be assessed.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty kick here, Sig.
Yeah, that was just inside the box. Let's see it again. Racing for it inside the box. That's
Definitely.
where he tripped him.
Yep.
Yep, about 2 yards in. So Wayzata with a PK.
Joe Barica will take the penalty kick.
And again, PK is a guessing game. You guess left, you guess right. Shoot to the corner like that, and you're in.
And the finish.
And Barica on the PK makes it 3-0. His second goal of the season.
And if you're shooting PKs, that's how you do it. You pick a corner, either left, right, top, bottom, make it sure it's a corner just like that, and you have an easy goal. Nicely done. Even though the keeper did go the right direction, it was just not in time. Good shot at number 5, Barica.
So 3-0 Trojans here in the first half.
In the 29th minute of play, that was number 5, Joey Barica. Barica's goal official time was 28.
Here comes Hopkins back. Is set up from the midfield.
Hopkins 0.
Number 17, Akimwa for the Royals.
It's another goal kick coming for Wayzata. Headed by Okemwa and right back to the keeper Wagner. Out to midfield. And Wayzata get it across midfield. Campbell Salter fighting there with Sawyer Shelton for possession. Shelton doing his best. And gets a second player on top of him, and it's Eisinger. The cross to the middle. Under the foot of Kieran Mahan into the middle. Ball gets blocked.
Hopkins doing a much better job now of coming back and blocking those shots.
Yaski. Now the ball across and the pass from Hutto. To midfield. And Wayzata on the move again. Killer. Getting free, crosses the ball. And off the defender, and a good stop there by Pettygrove. Ball sent left side. Down to the foot of Vey on the pass from Yaski. Yaski, number 14, plays it ahead. Risser trying to free himself up. Taken back by Wayzata. Trojans will drive it deep.
A little bit too deep, nobody there.
Right.
Hopkins switching field.
Ball played ahead by Hutto. Wagner will come out and play it after it went past Lido. High kick, it didn't get a ton on it. Knocked down by Vey. Wayzata able to close on that ball so quickly though, Siggy. You know,
Yep.
Hopkins player has a brief moment when they are open, and then all of a sudden there's one, if not two, blue jerseys on top of them.
Yeah, they're marking up really well. This is the kind of game where you get a one touch, maybe a two touch, and you're going to be swarmed.
Hopkins can't keep it in play. Throw in Wayzata. A lot of substitutes on both sides. Well, more so from Wayzata, only because they have more players on the bench. Hopkins, as I mentioned in the pregame, pretty dinged up. They do not have a lot of players available to them tonight. They've used everybody. Wayzata's going deep into their bench. Ball played across midfield. And so it'll come to Kraus. He'll get a good boot on it out to midfield. Comes back to the foot of Barica. Up the right side.
And here they come again.
Highfield trying to get it in front to Orloff. That got broken off by Sanders.
And again, Hopkins defense coming up to make some good stops. Good transition. Now they come up on offense.
Yaski.
And I think he went over the touchline. Yep.
Good effort, but yeah, just couldn't keep it in play. 6:15 to go in the first half.
We have a foul against Wayzata, their first.
Free kick for Sawyer Shelton from near midfield.
Check that, that's your second. Willie's keeping an eye on me.
Header back as it's cleared away by Alex Crane.
Oh, look at this.
Long, deep ball ahead.
Oh, a nice takeaway.
Sanders able to take it away from Orloff.
Sanders again getting it right in there, taking it right off the foot of Orloff.
No Kemwa. Number 17 off now to the right to Baylor Shelton. All the way across left side. Bridger Nelson is there. The Pettigrew back to Nelson. Pettigrew trying to push it ahead and does to Hutto, who dropped the pass back. No passing sequence here for Hopkins as they move it up the field. Passed ahead by Sawyer Shelton. Baylor Shelton back to Sawyer. And to move up is Lido to take it away.
And again, Hopkins loses the ball over the touchline.
Lido with the inbound. Throw in with just over 4 minutes to play here in the half. Header out off of Sanders. Wayzata will do it again. Here comes Wayzata back on the move, and then good takeaway. And that's Sawyer Shelton. Took it away from Frazier. Wayzata getting it back. Dove. It's a touch pass, and a return pass rather. Put it back into the middle. Just in the air by Frazier, and then the header by Nelson for Hopkins. Royals take possession. Yaski. Off for Nelson. Out of play. Off of Wayzata. Throw in. Coming for Pettigrew. Back onto the foot of Lido. That's Pillar. And we had a foul on Wayzata. Yellow card, Sig.
Probably something he said. I didn't see any adverse play, but still a yellow card.
Kick to him, cleared away by Wayzata. And right back out, what will be thrown in by Baylor Shelton. Take away for Wayzata and played ahead by Cam Williams.
Oh no.
Off the
Ball boy.
Went,
the ball boy ran over the marker. Seems to be okay.
throw in for Hopkins. Sanders.
Nice deep throw. And Hopkins will continue with the forward possession. Boy, they would love to get a goal here and get back in the game.
Wayzata turns it back, though, sends it to midfield. With under a minute to play in the first half. On the far sideline, and Pettigrew will keep it away from high field. Wayzata getting it back, punched up in the air. Take away and driven by Okemwa, midfield. Under 10 seconds to go. Wayzata will have to hurry here. We're not going to get another shot on net.
I don't think so.
So we'll go to halftime with Wayzata leading Hopkins by a score of 3-0. Goal early for Joe Highfield. And goals also from Cole Frazier and Joey Barica. And we sit at 3-0.
Yeah, was it dominant as we watched the game? I like the way Hopkins came back to the latter moments of the first half. They were doing much better job of coming back on defense, getting some takeaways.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Some first half highlights. Actually, the second half of play. You're watching Lake Conference Boys Soccer on CCX. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. Halftime high school boys soccer between Hopkins and Wayzata, with the Trojans leading the Royals 3-0 through 40 minutes of play today at Wayzata High School. And let's look at highlights from the first half. Sig, really only one good scoring chance for Hopkins, and it came very early. Ball coming loose, directed down near Caleb Wagner. And Eli Anderson getting a chance here, but shot it high and out of play. But that was about it. The rest of the half, as far as scoring chances, all on Wayzata. And whether or not they were all converting, they were getting corner kicks, and they convert on that one. Great pass from Pillar to Highfield, who scores. Chance a little while later for Campbell Salter. And then this one, a rebound try that was driven in to the net by Cole Frazier for him to score. Daniel Kraus, a very busy, active first half, making a stop there for the Royals. And then we see the takedown in the box. Ben Eisinger going down. They pick Joey Barica to take the PK, and Barica scores at 28-38. And that puts us at 3-0 here at halftime. And look at the numbers, Sig. And Shows tells the story of the game, right?
It really does. Hopkins with almost no stats whatsoever. Wayzata with 15 shots, 4 on goal, 3 fouls, and 7 corner kicks. And it's really more dominant than that, because they had some shots that were not on goal.
Right.
And a lot of them, I would say quite a few of them that were blocked by the defense. So Wayzata has been more than dominating.
We'll take another break. We'll come back. More soccer on CCX from Wayzata High School after this. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. Hey, it's the future of youth soccer right there.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, find the ball. That's the way to like it. I remember when kids were that little. You'd find something like that, chase them around. They're not bothering anybody else, right?
Look at this. That's great.
And they're worn out by the time they get home. Then go to bed.
Look at that. He's having
awesome.
He's focusing on the ball, too. Look at this. Yeah, nice touch.
Might not be eligible yet, but for a few years, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Get him in the youth program. He'll be doing just fine.
So, ready to go with the second half here.
Let's go look at number 10, Highfield.
Anderson for Hopkins. As I mentioned in our pregame, the section playoffs will start 2 weeks from tonight, so the regular season ending the end of next week. Coaches will seed for the playoffs, and Wayzata will be definitely not only a favorite to win this section, but perhaps make a deep playoff run. 10-0-2 coming into play tonight. We're underway now in the second half.
Yeah, and they weren't too happy about the 2.
Yeah, the 2 ties they've had on the season, right? Hopkins after tonight with matches against Buffalo, Edina, a very good Armstrong team, and Eden Prairie. Wayzata, just 3 matches left after tonight. Home against St. Paul Central, at Eden Prairie, and then Buffalo to wrap up the season a week from tonight. Wayzata with the 2 ties against Woodbury and their most recent match against Minnetonka. Hopkins, I mentioned, with their only win of the season coming earlier this week, an overtime victory at home against Minneapolis South. Off the free kick, Hopkins putting it in play here, the header for Wayzata. And out they come, trying to transition here to offense. Comes to the foot of Mike Orloff.
Wow, look at all the white jerseys back on defense.
Orloff still with it. Finally, Sanders gets in front of him and denies him a shot. It'll be Wayzata with possession and a throw in. Williams getting it in play. Orloff sheds a defender, crossing the ball. It goes off the D, and we'll get another throw in. Callum Campbell-Sulzer will come over to throw this one in.
Yeah, it took a while to get the right player over. Even in soccer now, you have specialty players.
Right on net, and the save made. Kraus able to make the stop. Wayzata trying to get possession. Orloff had it taken away there by Pettygrove. decisions. Off pass sent wide of the goal, off the foot of Frazier.
The race was on, won by Kraus, and he will direct the goal kick.
Fouls. The Hopkins player got knocked down there by Pillar, but Wayzata getting possession back quickly after the free kick. Potty will take the throw in here for Wayzata. Orloff crossing it. Sanders will drive it out for Hopkins, keeping it away there from Salter. Throw in comes to Highfield. Back to Frazier. By Gorapati toward the net, headed away by the Royals. Now here comes Widman. Widman penetrating deep in front of shot on goal.
That angle shot finally paid off.
Highfield getting his second of the night, and it's 4-0.
Here's it again, coming from the left side. Watch this angle. Gets past the defender. It's about a yard out. Gets it in and deflect it in.
Let's take a look at it again.
I think it was Orloff. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
it was. Yep. He redirected it. That was beautiful. What a nice step, and Orloff with a great move. Here's it again. Oh, we're live.
Orloff getting the goal, his 15th of the season, and the assist going to Widman to make it 4-0.
Wayzata pouring it on.
Kraus on the goal kick, knocked down by Wayzata's Williams. Shot away, Kraus another stop. The assist for Jackson Widman, his second of the season. I mentioned Mike Orloff getting his 15th goal of the year. Leads the team, Highfield second with 11 goals. At midfield, Widman, nope, it's off him last, and instead it'll be a throw-in for the Hopkins Royals. Or perhaps it looks like a foul, and so we'll have a free kick. Not a lot of fouls for Wayzata. Sig, what, handful so far tonight?
Yeah, it's just very few. 3 so far in the second half, and a total of, as we reported, 3 in the first half. So it's been a clean game. They've been controlling the ball, moving almost at will. So no reason to push or shove or trip. Except for the penalty kick that happened, but otherwise it's been pretty clean.
Highfield is cut off there by Sanders, who played it away from him. High field. Dropping it back, sent by Widman out in front of the net. Off the head of Risser of Hopkins. Trying to keep it in play, but unable to. Koivakangas, and it's out over to Hopkins. Risser had to chase someone down himself, Sig.
I know. And back in position. Getting ready for the throw. And there's just a ton of people bunched together right there, right in that area.
Out of play over to Hopkins again. Pettygrove had it in place and out
Oh, they
by
gained,
Wayzata. They'll do it again.
they gained about 5 yards.
Off the head of Gorapati there. Oh, collision, and last touch by Hopkins. Going off of Eli Anderson. Turning. That was a nice play to get through some traffic there by Charlie Pillar. They work the ball to the left side. Widman. Got to turn back. He'll get the throw in. Trying to feed it up for Campbell Salter down the left side. Kelm trying to cross it, but Hopkins able to pick it off as it came back now to Baylor Shelton, number 8. But they are going to say that was out of play off Hopkins and instead of throw in for Wayzata. Campbell Shelton put it in play in front of the net, off the and in.
Was it in?
Yeah.
Was it still in play?
No.
I don't think so.
No, we get a corner kick instead coming for Wayzata.
Okay.
Got it again and up. Off the, okay, it was
It's
off the football
off the football
crossbar down.
yeah.
So it was definitely out of play. Off the corner, not much doing there for Wayzata. Turned away by Hopkins. They'll force a throw in now for the Trojans. And again, it's Campbell Salter on the inbound.
You can see in the background the trees starting to turn color. It's a picturesque shot. Here comes the throw.
Controlled by Orloff.
Uh-oh.
Shot away, and Kraus comes up with a big stop. They could try there, but Kraus able to make the save. And gets it away on the goal kick. Intercepted by Wayzata. Here they come again. Going down, losing his balance, and possession of the ball there was Pillar, and driven out by Hopkins to midfield. Now they come with Anderson. Yaski got turned around a little bit and wasn't able to do anything with it, and there doesn't take much for Wayzata to get possession again. Here they come, driving deep, and diving out is Kraus on it. Making the stop on Orloff. He'll get it out in a hurry. Hopkins will push it to midfield, pushed across by Anderson toward Yaski, and then driven back downfield by Evan Mahan. Was that a possession? First one blocked off Frazier's foot. He'll try again. And from in close, denied on the try by Pillar.
Yeah, just a little bit too high on the off the ground and went underneath it.
Kraus on the throw in. Ball to midfield. Sent deep again by Wayzata. Goes off a couple of players. Trapped there by Pettygrove. Sent off to the right onto the foot of Hutto. Hopkins now advancing it toward midfield. Then a takeaway by Frazier.
Wayzata seems to have complete control of the ball in the midfield. And they come back on attack. It's
Widman in front and headed high and out of play. And
boy, that was almost there.
Koivakangas was like, oh, I had a chance there, but unable to put it in.
But good opportunity.
Yep. Kraus another goal kick. Wayzata working it methodically toward the Hopkins goal. Not forcing anything here. Where the Kangas, though, has it taken away. Given right back. Gorpati headed away. Back by Okimwa. Sideline and out. This will be Hopkins' possession.
I think that must be. No, yeah, it is Wayzata ball. I think the referee blew the whistle because we had some substitutions coming in.
Miles Ulrich. Eddie Ignatius in for Wayzata. Well, too far in front of Highfield and driven back out by the Royals. Hopkins can keep possession though. And now finally it's Okemwa. He'll play it off on his left. A little reversal there. Dropping the pass to the middle of the field was Risser. Header toward the front of the Hopkins net, and fanning on shot try there was Risser. Wayzata turns it away. They get across midfield. Intercepted by Hopkins. Sideline and out. Throw in Wayzata. Out of play, throw in coming for Hopkins. Hopkins taking the ball away, trying to mount an attack here. Near the midway point of the second half. Wayzata with 3 goals in this match in the first half. They've added 1 more here in the second.
Hopkins trying to get something going on. Oh,
just
almost.
Shot deflected off the
Finally
post.
cleared away. That was definitely the best opportunity they've had tonight. Ball out of play.
I see.
Gonna throw in for Wayzata.
Can we see it again? Nice move on the outside. Nice kick, and just could not quite connect. It was Westing sitting there waiting for it. You would see it again. Oh, boy, that was close. Yeah, you're right. That's the best opportunity they've had all game.
Westling, the senior, definitely an opportunity there. Very close. As it is, we play on at 4-0. And Wayzata deep in the Hopkins end again.
They tend to get down there fast, don't they?
Right. Out of play, we'll get a corner kick coming here for Wayzata.
And one of the things we talk a lot about these teams and how they're mature is ask the coaches how the transition is from defense to offense. You saw it there that time. They moved on the field in a hurry. Good passing, good speed.
Pillar in front, header try, Kraus the save, and then cleared away. And a good defensive play by Ty Perkins. So moving again, shot away, and Kraus the stop.
Yeah,
First
again.
try.
Ball's loose. He kept it out in front. And good job by Perkins to clear that ball out of there. That was trouble.
Goal kick for Kraus. Got it to a teammate, but now it comes back, and they do keep possession. Okemwa. 17 in white, playing it across. Left side, feeding it to Hutto.
That was a good job getting it out of there because he was being covered pretty good by two Wayzata players. Here's the ball. Ricochet.
Driven back out by Gorapati toward midfield. Whistling a foul here on Wayzata.
And we're going to stop the clock, and we may have a card here. I don't know. Or he's
At minimum, an injury timeout here. Yeah, Bridger Nelson goes down.
Yeah, he hit him right in the shoulder.
Trainer Chris Tyne coming across along with Hopkins head coach Robbie Hill to check on Bridger Nelson here.
Well, he went down hard.
Down hard. Good to see they got popped right back up.
Yeah.
Coach Hill and they'll check him out on the sideline, but that looked like when he first went down, he was going to get up for a little while. One more look at it.
Boom.
They just kind of ran into each other.
Yeah,
there.
they did. They actually did. I didn't see any foul there at all. That's clean. That's shoulder to shoulder. Actually, shoulder to inside shoulder. So he's probably asking what was the number on that truck. But he's walking off on his own, not hobbling. It's not looking like he's dizzy or anything of the sort, so that's good news. We'll keep an eye on him.
Sawyer Shelton will put the ball
foul.
back in play. Yeah, I think they did call a foul, but no card.
Right.
And back to running time. Just over 20 minutes to go.
Sportsmanship is everyone's business.
Ball driven toward midfield.
Remind you to stay above the line. Be positive.
Hutto.
Be about your team. Be respectful.
Ball played to the middle of the field. Back down there by Okemwa. And the foul whistled against Wayzata. So it'll be about 40 yards out here for Sawyer Shelton.
And he's going to wait for his teammates to get up there. There's a traffic jam in front of the goal area.
Right in front, and Kimwa colliding with Wagner.
Asking for a foul.
Mm-hmm.
It's a goal kick or a free kick.
That was good. That was a good pass. Watch a pass or shot right here. Oh yeah, he tried to scissor kick it. He sees it coming in, gets his foot up there, and collides with the keeper. Good show of skills.
Wayzata able to put it back across midfield. Ball controlled. briefly by Wayzata and then turned away by Anderson of Hopkins. Vay with the pass back. Right side. Shelton. Nice job to keep possession of the ball. Ball ahead, trying to play it there was Koi Bakangas. Out of play at midfield. Throw in for Hopkins. Or, excuse me, it'll be another foul on Wayzata. They've had quite a few here in the second half,
yeah,
so it's to be a free kick instead.
Yeah, they're racking them up. They got 5 fouls, and we're just over halfway done with the second half. Another one from
Shelton.
way out.
And from far out, trying to feed it there to Okemwa. And well defended by Barica. He was right there with Okemwa to make sure he didn't get a good shot off. Now Wayzata transitioning back to midfield. Good takeaway, though, by Pettygrove for Hopkins. Here's Risser. Risser goes down. Out of play, throw in. Will come here for Wayzata. Substitutions on both sides. Hopkins able to take possession back, and then Kimball had taken away from him.
Hey, every time a Kimway gets near the ball, there are 2 defenders on him.
All the way to the right side, on the foot of Sawyer Shelton there. Comes back to Thomas Okemwa again. And played out by Evan Mahan. Trying to get himself free was Risser. A couple of fakes before he finally made his move. But Wayzata getting possession back here. Highfield was in some traffic, lost it. Perkins will drop it back to Sanders. And Wayzata moving it ahead. Highfield trying to track it down and does. Highfield going down. Looking for a foul call, didn't get one. Pettygrove takes possession for Hopkins. Risser. Lost by Perkins. Wayzata with possession. Ignatius dropping it back to midfield on his left, onto the foot of Lyadov.
And again, Wayzata just tenacious on their attacking the ball.
Orloff trying to get it to Highfield in front, but that was broken up. Now a shot away, and Kraus able to scoop it up on a hop. Here's Highfield. Oh, a shot away. Stop made, ball out of play. He's got such a good touch with that foot, being able to put the ball on net in a hurry.
Yeah, he does.
The corner kick, excuse me, Sig, for Wayzata.
Fortunately for Krause, he was right there.
The sun is as bad as it looks. That's not any kind of camera.
No,
it's
not
as bad as it is right here,
right
now.
Yeah, this is not a camera malfunction, folks. This is Duskin Wayzata.
Ball in front, header try,
Nice.
and Kraus able to get a hold of it.
Actually, Kraus has played a pretty good game.
Right.
I mean, he's been able to get in there, and he's got some good defenders that are like Sanders coming back and helping him out. I mean, the score could be a lot higher.
Wayzata again, shot away. Kraus the save. Knocked down by Okemwa. And taken away from him by Ignatius. Whistle, and I think we're going to get a Hopkins foul here.
Yeah, not where you want to create a foul.
Right. Kieran Mahan got taken down. Well, set up Wayzata in pretty good position here. Kieran Mahan and Colin Leach right there, 15 and 20. It'll be Mahan driving it well out of play. Goal kick Hopkins. Reminder again, Hopkins Wayzata girls soccer coming your way tonight on CCX, about 35 minutes away or so, 40 minutes. And that sun will have gone away by then, Sid.
Yes.
Beautiful night for soccer here.
Oh, gorgeous. The wind has died down quite a bit. At least the gusts have. You see the sun getting into our cameras. That's not a Twilight Zone shot.
So briefly getting free there was Ulrich. And a couple of nice moves to get himself free, but then Royals able to cover up on him. Now, Hopkins across midfield with Vay. Intercepted.
Wow.
Here comes Ignatius. Number 4, nice little feed on his right to Eisinger. And deflects in front to Kraus, who makes this stop on it.
Yeah, made the right play. I think the other player had a better shot at than he did.
Pass picked off by Frazier. Ulrich had a foot on it. Comes Frazier deep, angles it in front, trying to get it right for Eisinger. And instead off the defender. Now we'll get a corner kick for the Trojans. So Eddie Ignatius will set it up on the corner. Up front, header, another try, and kicked high and out of play. Off of Eisinger's foot and out.
That's a 26th shot.
Wow.
From Wayzata. And a 42% shot on goal percentage. So they have been very effective offensively. And more impressively was the number of shots that were inside the 2-yard line. Those tight angle shots. And here they come again. See, I like this. They set up on the outside. See what's happening in the middle. Make their adjustment. And then bring the ball in.
Eisinger gets free.
Wow.
Deep, going marked up there by Pettygrove. But off the foot of Eisinger. It's a goal kick for Hopkins.
I'm amazed how he got through that many defenders.
Yeah, great effort to get as far as he did. Kraus will go with a short pass to his right here. Hopkins looked to play it up the sideline, but that was picked off. Wayzata with possession again. Shot away, and that skims off the crossbar and high and out of play. Here come the Trojans.
And again, the same old story. They get in there, are very aggressive on the 50-50s.
Frazier to Eisinger and lost his balance just a little bit, not able to get a clean shot away. Good setup. Cole Frazier to defeat his teammate. Hopkins able to get it to near midfield, and that's about it. It seems like most of the second half. Wayzata just has the one goal, but they're really having their way with Hopkins as far as possession. Frazier missing on that shot.
Yeah, our ace statistician, Willie Markham, doesn't track those, but we know it's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Willie needs a pay raise for 2023. We'll add it to his things to track. Time of possession.
You know, he's going to start asking for airtime.
No, he has a non-speaking role. Here's another chance for Wayzata. Shot, and it gets blocked by Sanders off the foot of Kieran Mahan. We'll get a corner kick.
Well, the Trojans are getting a lot of practice on these corners. They've been pretty efficient about getting it into the goal area.
Ignatius hits the defender in front. Comes right back to him.
We'll try it again.
Sending it wide of the Hopkins net. Out of play. Goal kick, Hopkins. Here comes Wayzata. Shot away and off of Sanders. And a corner kick coming for Wayzata on the shot from Mahan, then went off of Sanders, the sophomore defender. Here's the corner right in front. Scramble, trying to knock at it. Kraus on his back and finally knocked in for a goal.
Yeah, I thought Kraus had finally crawled on top of it, but he didn't have control. And
Colin Leach, number 15, gets the goal. And it's 5-0. Leach with his first goal of the season.
you watch all the traffic in front. Kraus tries to get it. Another shot. It's loose, and then Kraus couldn't get to that one, and the ball went in. A nice effort on the part of Wayzata, keeping the pressure on. A little freeze on the clock, but now we're back to normal.
So 5-0 now, Wayzata. Highfield, Frazier, Barica, Orloff, and now Leach, the goal scorers tonight. Five minutes to go in the match. Sideline and out, throw in for Hopkins. Over the head of Okemwa there. That Now Campbell getting a foot on it, but picked off by Crane. Ignatius playing it off to his right, spinning toward the sideline. Nice job of keeping it in by Ulrich. And driven out by Anderson of Hopkins. Out across midfield, will be chased down by Leach. Further back into the Wayzata end and cleared away by Crane. Across midfield, header. And Anderson again will play it deep for Hopkins. Wayzata will reset in their own end. Pushed ahead right side, too far out in front of Kieran Mahan, and a goal kick for Hopkins. Kraus delivering one right side. It's knocked down by Wayzata. Campbell Sulzer was there to play it first. Another one wide, another goal kick for Hopkins.
Boy, Kraus has he's earned his keep for the day.
Right. Throw in for the Royals. Midfield and off of Ignatius and out. Another throw in for Sawyer Shelton. Westland back to Shelton. Pick off by Wayzata. Out they come midfield. Mahan picks it up. Feeds it out in front, and a takeaway by Pettigrew as he took the ball off of Eisinger's foot. Ignatius after it there with Yaski of Hopkins goes down. Play goes on. Deflected out in front. Eisinger there with Mahan. To Eisinger, and got picked off from him. Shelton. Able to get it out. Wayzata back at midfield with under a minute to go.
Well, unless there are changes in the shots, Wayzata with a total of 30 shots, 13 on goal,
45 seconds remaining in the match.
5 goals scored, 13 corners.
Wagner will get a touch on the ball. Under 30 seconds to go.
But Coach Duenas has to be happy with the performance of his team, controlling the tempo,
20 seconds
controlling the
remaining in the
movement,
match.
controlling the scoreboard.
Right. Yeah, you get these matches late in the season, and you want to play well, and get yourself tuned up for the section playoffs, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And you also want to make some impression on the
5
other
seconds.
coaches when they do the seeding. See, nope, we're not going to get another shot.
And that will do it. Wayzata gets an early lead 3 minutes into the match, and they win it going away by a final score of 5-0 with the win. Wayzata remaining unbeaten on the season. They're now 11-0-2 on the year. Hopkins drops to 1-10-1. That will do it for our coverage of this match. Senior Minor girls soccer coming up. Wayzata and Hopkins on CCX. For Sig Lagery and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching. 5-0 Wayzata, the final.